Why does it feel like no matter how hard you try, you keep ending up in the same place? Different year, different plan, different motivation. Yet, the result feels painfully familiar. You start with hope. You promise yourself this time will be different. You put in effort, and then, slowly, almost quietly, things fall apart again. And what hurts most is not the failure itself, but the confusion that follows it. You begin to wonder whether the problem is your luck, your intelligence, or something broken inside you. But what if failure isn't random at all? What if there is a hidden pattern operating beneath your thoughts, shaping your choices long before you notice the outcome? Thousands of years ago, on a battlefield filled with fear, doubt, and moral confusion, Arjun experienced this exact collapse. He was skilled, disciplined, respected, and prepared. Yet when the moment came, his mind froze, his confidence disappeared, his clarity shattered, and standing beside him was Krishna, not to motivate him, not to flatter him, but to explain something far more unsettling. Krishna did not tell Arjuna he was weak. He told him he was trapped in a pattern that most human beings live inside their entire lives without ever seeing it. Krishna's first insight was uncomfortable because it challenged our default way of thinking. He explained that suffering creeps in when action is made dependent on outcome. When you act not because it is right or meaningful, but because you are desperate for a specific result, your mind enters a state of quiet panic. You may look calm on the outside, but internally, your nervous system is constantly asking, what if this doesn't work? This is where focus dies. This is where intelligence narrows. This is where effort turns heavy instead of powerful. Krishna told Arjun that a person has control over action, but not over the fruits of action, and that attachment to results is the source of anxiety. Modern neuroscience now echoes this ancient truth. When the brain becomes obsessed with outcomes, fear circuits activate and higher reasoning shuts down. You stop thinking clearly, you stop learning deeply, and you start reacting emotionally. Most people don't fail because they lack ability. They fail because their mind is too busy worrying about success to actually build it. But Krishna didn't stop there, because detaching from outcomes alone does not free a person. The second pattern runs even deeper, and it explains why so many intelligent, well-informed people still feel stuck. Krishna showed Arjun that knowledge, if not practiced, becomes a burden. You can read scriptures, listen to wisdom, consume advice, and still remain confused. This is because knowledge that stays in the intellect but never reaches identity creates inner conflict. You know what you should do, but you don't feel aligned with it. Part of you moves forward, while another part resists silently. This division drains mental energy. It creates doubt, procrastination, and self-sabotage. In modern psychology, this is called cognitive dissonance. In Krishna's language, it is ignorance of the self. True intelligence is not how much you know, but how deeply what you know has shaped who you are. Until wisdom becomes embodied, it does not liberate, it exhausts. And yet, even people who learn to act without obsession, and even those who integrate wisdom into daily life, often find themselves slipping back into old cycles. This is where Krishna reveals the most dangerous pattern of all, the one almost no one talks about. He explains that the mind does not operate only in the present. It carries impressions, emotional residue, unresolved memories, suppressed regret, quiet resentment. Each of these occupies mental space. Even when you are not consciously thinking about them, you believe you are focused, but a portion of your mind is always busy protecting wounds from the past. Krishna described these mental impressions as samskaras. Modern neuroscience calls them cognitive load. Different language, same truth. When emotional baggage remains unresolved, the brain loses flexibility. Creativity drops, focus weakens, decision-making slows. You are not lazy, you are overloaded. This is why people repeat patterns they swear they want to escape. This is why motivation fades so quickly. This is why clarity feels temporary. Your mind is trying to build a future while still guarding the past. Studies today show that unresolved emotional stress can reduce problem-solving ability and working memory by a significant margin. Krishna understood this without laboratories or brain scans. He understood it by observing human nature. Until emotional weight is released, no technique works fully. No habit sticks permanently. No growth becomes stable. When Arjuna finally understood this, something remarkable happened. He did not become aggressive. He did not become emotional. He became clear. Detachment from outcome sharpened his focus. Integrated wisdom stabilized his identity. Emotional clarity unlocked his full intelligence. Krishna did not give him confidence. He removed confusion. And that is the real transformation most people are searching for without realizing it. If you look honestly at your own life, you may begin to see this same pattern. Where have results taken priority over mastery? What truths do you understand intellectually but resist living fully? What emotional weight are you carrying quietly that is draining your focus and energy every single day? These are not philosophical questions. They are practical ones. Because failure is rarely about effort. It is about misaligned consciousness. Krishna's wisdom is not ancient motivation. It is timeless psychology. It does not ask you to escape the world. It asks you to see yourself clearly within it. When action becomes pure, when knowledge becomes lived, and when emotional baggage is released, intelligence does not just increase, it stabilizes. And when intelligence stabilizes, failure loses its grip. If this reflection made you pause, if it felt uncomfortably accurate, that means it touched something real. This channel exists for that reason. Not to hype you up, but to help you see patterns that quietly shape your life. If you want more content where ancient wisdom meets modern understanding, subscribe to the channel and continue the journey with us. Because once you recognize the pattern, you are no longer trapped inside it.